Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BSV TV. I'm your host Satoshi, and on this show we'll be defending the one and only, truly genuine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto designed in his white paper as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. So all the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and set your own fee on Streamanity.
Yeah, I'm not surprised I wasn't asked why I'm convinced Craig is Satoshi. I posted on Reddit. He signed in my presence using the private key from block number one, the very first mined Bitcoin block. On a computer that I'm convinced had not been tampered with, on software I'm convinced that had not been tampered with, a message of my choosing.
At Enchain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts. Basically ones that can run operating systems. That's all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Is the market that effectively BSV is going for, is that global e-commerce, which is currently valued at $29 trillion?
No, that's too small.
Buy and sell Bitcoin instantly at bsvgravity.com. And you can now book and pay for your winter holiday at skibsv.com. Whoops, sorry people, got caught napping there. Hold on one sec, let's do a little bit of DIY. Gonna have to edit this out. Oh, whoops. All over the shop today. There we go. Rock and roll, it looks like we are live. Welcome to Satoshi TV, aka Bitcoin SV TV, aka It's Just Bitcoin, as we all know. So before we get into the news and the goss, obviously I started my crypto comedy news earlier this afternoon along with my Bitcoin bulletin charts. Let's just check out these figures just quickly. I mean, it's just what we're witnessing at the moment is just absolutely amazing. Block size 97. We need block sizes coming in 42, 6, 8, 31, 8, 37, 46, 19. 6, 17, 55, 21, 45, look, 112, 102, jeebus. Amazing. I'm loving what I'm looking at there. Look at this. So we'll just have a look at these average block sizes just quickly. I mean, what we're witnessing here, literally, you know, this is historic. Literally historic. 64.9 megabytes in size average, another all-time high. Just amazing. And let's have a look at this chart here, which is daily cumulative Bitcoin blockchain growth. I mean, look, it's almost vertical. Just sensational. And let's have a look at the politics here. So this is what I think is going on at the moment. Personally, speculating, I think that SBI Crypto has maybe got Terranode expanded or obviously exponentially increased their hash rate because of Terranode without having to increase the number of hardware that they've got. And I think they're mining Bcrash as a red herring to throw other mining operators off the scent while they just kind of like chip away at 14%. Imagine having 14% of the global hash rate 14% of the global hash rate of Bitcoin. It's just huge. It's enormous. And none of these other shitcoin miners have got a clue. So that's what I think this is. I think this is a red herring, personally. And let's have a look at the price of BTC, because that has been trending downwards, which makes me think there is a heavy bag holder trying to offload their bags in the most optimum way possible without spooking the market. So let's have a look, see what the downward pressure is like on BTC when this chart comes up. So we can look at the selling pressure. Look at the selling pressure down here on the depth chart. Look, it's huge. Look at that pressure, just down, traveling down. Wow. Stay tuned, people. That's all I can say, honestly. So now that that's done, let's get some of these news articles boshed and knocked out of the park. Here we go. The Monero leader maintainer arrested over in US. So yeah, we've gone through that already. Binance blocked US traders still using troubled exchange. Report reveals. Yeah, Kentucky cease and desist order for BlockFi. Good. Already know about those. Excellent. Up to date on the business. Let's have a look at the tech. Let's have a look at this. So we've got two interesting articles here. Ethereum buckles under pressure as BSV flourishes. Come on. Come on. Beautiful. Here we go. In 2017, a blockchain game called CryptoKitties brought the Ethereum network to a standstill. Almost 4 years later, with countless failed promises related to upgrades and scaling solutions, history is repeating itself as a popular NFT collection once again put Ethereum under pressure. Actress Mia Kunis released Stoner Cats, a wildly popular NFT program on Ethereum, on July 22nd. To say the launch was chaotic is an understatement. What happened with Stoner Cats? First, let's give Kunis and the team behind Stoner Cats some much deserved praise. It turned out to be a wildly popular idea, and they all sold out in 35 minutes. Stoner Cats is a series of animated animations backed by non-fungible tokens. All of the characters have their voices of celebrities like Kunis herself, Ashton Kutcher, Jane Fonda, and others. However, the demand for the Stoner Cats caused a series of inevitable problems. Whoever advised the celebrities clearly didn't tell them about the technical issues the Ethereum blockchain is renowned for. Here's some of what went down. The release had to be delayed because of the team behind the project found a bug in the art layer. Gas fees shot up once again, with an average fee of $9.50 for slow transfers and more than $33 for fast transfers. According to Dune Analytics, over $793,000 in gas fees were lost due to failed transactions. Just another day on Ethereum. While the episode wasn't quite on the same level of chaos as CryptoKitties, which truly broke Ethereum, it demonstrated perfectly that while Vitalik Buterin talked a big game, Ethereum developers still haven't figured out any real solutions to the fledgling blockchain's litany of problems. Meanwhile, on BSV Enterprise blockchain, at the same time, the BSV Enterprise blockchain is handling its own increased demand without a hiccup. As Satoshi Nakamoto said when he released it, it never really hit a scaling ceiling. The recent success of Crypto Fights on BSV demonstrates this perfectly. Starting July 16th, Crypto Fights experienced a virtual surge in users that caught even the team behind it off guard. They've been hard at work to upgrade the server capacity, iron out small in-game bugs, and improve the overall user experience, as they're succeeding admirably. Despite these minor teething problems, the BSV blockchain never flinched in the face of the huge spike in on-chain transactions. At the peak of the surge on July 20th, Crypto Fights was generating over 545,000 daily transactions. This on top of the 23,000 transactions generated by peer games and the tens of thousands of other transactions generated by a growing list of BSV apps. Right now, Crypto Fights is still humming along at more than 340,000 daily transactions. To put this in context, this one popular BSV app is generating more than a quarter of the total daily transactions on the entire Ethereum blockchain, 1.25 million. And BSV Enterprise blockchain hasn't even broken a sweat. What is the mean fee on BSV with this heavy traffic increase? Just 0.00 tenth of a cent. It's time to face facts. While Ethereum has the current lead on BSV in terms of the total number of applications built on it, sooner or later that's going to change. Indeed, it will, and it will be because of some simple and undeniable facts. First, Ethereum does not and cannot scale, and no, Ethereum 2.0 won't fix this. Eventually, users are going to tire of the endless promises that never come to fruition, the millions in lost transaction fees, and the volatile and unpredictable gas fees. Claims of decentralization and further promises won't wash with serious developers and enterprises that need to scale. If Ethereum can't handle stoner cats, how's it going to handle the needs of governments and major corporations? Good question. Second BSV blockchain has no scaling ceiling. nChain's Chief Technical Officer Steve Shadders already publicly demonstrates that it could handle 50,000 transactions per second at CoinGeek Zurich. That was live, and that's merely the warm-up lap. BSV will never hit a scaling ceiling, and the fees will remain at a fraction of a cent. As the blockchain and digital currency industries mature, serious enterprise are entering the space, and they won't tolerate the amateur performance displayed during the StonerCats launch. They'll be looking for blockchains that can scale today, and when they do, there will only be one that allows them to scale infinitely on a stable protocol. Bitcoin was always the solution. Here's the ultimate unavoidable fact. There was never any need for Ethereum. Bitcoin could always scale. It was always Turing complete, and anything that can be built on Ethereum could be built on Bitcoin from the outset. Just as there was never any need for Ethereum in the past, there won't be a need for it in the future. It's yesterday's news. The BSV Enterprise blockchain is the future. Get in there. Great article there. Superb. Loving that one by Gavin Lucas. Excellent. And let's have a look at the one next to that. Fundamentals is what I like. Excellent. John Southurst. Why it matters that Bitcoin is a commodity on Bitcoin Class with Satoshi. Excellent. 5 hours ago. Good. Let's get into this. True decentralization can only come from a system where the rules are set in stone, says Bitcoin creator Dr. Craig S. Wright. In the latest episode of the Bitcoin Class with Satoshi series, with Scrypt's Xiaohu Liu, Dr. Wright draws a strong distinction between Bitcoin as BSV and other blockchain digital assets whose protocol rules can be changed almost at will by developers. What is a commodity? Dr. Wright asks. It's something with utility and offers a standardized formats and offered in standardized formats and amounts. The definition of a standard barrel of crude oil hasn't changed. The companies buying food commodities like flour or beef need to know what grade, what type they're buying. Some commodity contracts can run for decades or more into the future, and both buyers and sellers need to know the basic items will remain the same, set in stone. The only way you decentralize something is to make it a commodity. You standardize. Bitcoin is a commodity, given that the BSV token is the unit of transaction upon which other layers, contracts, and methods of securing data records can be based. Like a commodity, you can buy that unit and the unit it offers from anyone, anywhere, and you're getting exactly what was offered when the system first began. That is what true decentralization means, Dr. Wright says. If a small committee of people like developers can change the standard of a commodity, then it breaks the original deal for all users. You couldn't simply change the standard definition of a barrel of crude oil without causing a major disruption and without legal ramifications. Bitcoin is the same. For example, say a blockchain network decides to alter the rules to make the network less friendly to regulators or law enforcement. This could have serious consequences to anyone using it, particularly if they are large-scale projects operating in a heavy regulated environment themselves. That's why Bitcoin's protocol rules are considered set in stone, unalterable now by anyone, even their creator. So who's really in control? What is control? Control is the ability to update software, Dr. Wright says. He takes aim at claims developers don't change the protocol. They merely present rule change proposals that miners then vote on. This is misleading and misrepresentation, he says. The number of mining nodes that actually matter is tiny, in the double figures or less. In any blockchain network, any BTC and Ethereum, anyone with influence, whether it's protocol developers or their paymasters, can easily influence a majority of nodes to follow their wishes and change the rules. We've seen plenty of examples of this over the years. If miners have voting power over rule changes, then you have a corporation, in that a corporation whose decision makers will need to be identified. Developers like to say they're not fiduciaries and don't have the responsibilities that come with that, Dr. Wright adds, but in actual fact, they are well aware that they are. These important decisions that govern the way blockchains work are all made by humans, not computers. Influences over voting nodes will become an even more serious issue if the network moves to proof of stake. Rules as Ethereum is planning to do. In that case, identifying the staking addresses and who really controls them becomes more difficult and a far more serious issue. Bucket shops exchanges certainly don't get the power to decide if an asset is the same one they were trading before, and a soft fork is simply an insidious, deceptive move to build a future to build in a future change. Which brings us back to the commodity concept. Xiao Lu asks if that was the intention right from the start, and Dr. Wright assures us it was. Yes, I was very clear about that to everyone. He says, "You don't change my protocol." If that sounds dictatorial, it's because it was. He made the rules. He set the rules, and people could follow them. They weren't permitted to change them. That's because doing so alters the commodity being offered in the original unilateral contract Satoshi made, which has a ripple effect throughout the ecosystem, including the possibility of both criminal and civil actions. Even if you don't like governments and laws, a contract is a contract. The reality here is, even if you didn't have a government, a contract is binding. A contract is a binding in any system that survives, any system that works. You have made a promise and set a standard, and that's that. Excellent. That was a really good article. That one, loving that from John Southurst. Excellent. SV Train, beautiful, beautiful. And let's go to our favorite propaganda or shitcoin site. DeFi tracks 2.9 million Ethereum addresses. Oh my god, who cares? NFT collections built on AI. Bitcoin dominance, who cares? 3 reasons why Bitcoin can suddenly explode to a new 50 to 65k range. That's not what we're looking at the moment, is it? HSBC reportedly cuts credit card payments to Binance. Ooh. Let's have a quick look at this then. We take our duties as responsible lenders seriously and want to do everything we can to protect you, HSBC UK reportedly wrote. Banks in the United Kingdom continue to crack down on Binance cryptocurrency exchange, with banking giant HSBC reportedly becoming the largest bank to cut payment channels to the platform. A series of alleged HSBC clients reported on Twitter this Monday that HSBC Bank has suspended credit card payments to Binance. According to an alleged announcement on the service suspension, HSBC UK made the decision due to concerns about possible risks to its customers. We take our duties as a responsible lender seriously and want to do everything we can to protect you. We'll continue to monitor the situation and let you know if anything changes, the bank reportedly wrote. Oh dear. Anyway, I mean, the house is on fire. Just get out. Well, I mean, yeah, shitcoiners are never going to listen anyway, are they? But, I mean, just get all of your coins off exchanges now. You're not your keys, not your coins, pretty much, really. But you're literally giving your coins to an exchange. They can shut down whenever they want, you know. Some US lawmakers want Bitcoin miners to be exempt from proposed crypto taxes. Would be alright, wouldn't it? Gollum, who cares about that? New study reveals high demand for payments in cryptocurrency. Yeah, really? Alright. What's this one? Over 60% of responding crypto owners said that they were interested in using crypto as a payment method to make online purchases more private or secure. Really. Payments in cryptocurrencies like Coolcoin make up one of the biggest use case demands among consumers alongside long-term investment according to new data. Can't be arsed reading that. Absolute crap. You know, but we know it's crap anyway. I just like to see where the train of thought is going for all these shitcoiners. Like, my goodness me. SEC chair wants a robust crypto regulatory regime for US. A Russian court orders Sber to unblock accounts used for Bitcoin trading. Crypto.com enables withdrawals of USDC for users worldwide. Bitcoin price, who cares? Skybridge, yeah. Alright, and that's enough of that. Let's have a look at Decrypt then, see what's going on. Sandwich shop, Quiznos accepting Bitcoin. Yeah, who cares? Good luck with that. That's my OBS that's turned off. We'll turn that back on in just a minute. SEC chair intrigued by crypto, but more focused on consumer protections. Yeah, not really too interested in any of those articles there. And let's have a look at BCH News, Bitch News. Court orders Russian SEBA Bank to unlock crypto traders' accounts. What have they done here? Let's have a look. A court has ordered that one of Russia's largest banks to lift restrictions imposed on the accounts of a Russian citizen who was selling digital coins on cryptocurrency exchanges. The state-owned giant SEBA Bank will now have to unblock its clients' cards and restore his access to his online banking platform. I wonder if he's one of Putin's friends. Regional court in Russia rules in favor of crypto trader suing SEBA Bank. The plaintiff, identified as Pavel R., a resident of Ravida in Sverdlovsk. Let's pronounce that. Sverdlovsk Oblast. Had accounts and cards issued by SEBA Bank and was also offered remote banking services as per his contract. Between May and August last year, he received a regular deposit from other individuals and withdrew the money. The bank decided these were unusual transactions that could be linked to money laundering and blocked Pavel's accounts and cards. He was asked to prove the source of funds, explain the purpose of the transactions, and told that any future operations should be ordered in person. Sounds like they're just being difficult, really, but... there were some other articles here. There were Wells Fargo starts offering crypto investments to clients. They're coming in the game. Again, I mean, they're a huge game as well. Huge bank anyway. What's this? Binance discontinues futures and derivatives products in Germany, Italy, and Netherlands. Yeah, we know about that. Bank of America sees benefits in adopting Bitcoin as a legal tender in El Salvador. Dole. US Senator says a crypto tax and infrastructure bill is unworkable. Plans to offer amendment to fix it. Yeah. Korean regulators shut down 11 cryptocurrency exchanges ahead of regulatory deadline. Whew. The law is coming like a bulldozer. You know, and these shitcoiners literally just have no idea what they're up against, really. Let's see what this one says about Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo, one of the largest wealth managers in the US, has reportedly started offering crypto investments to its wealth management clients. A spokesperson for the American financial services company Wells Fargo reportedly confirmed to Business Insider Friday that the company has started offering crypto exposure to its wealth management clients. Oh dear, shitcoining. Wells Fargo's wealth and investment management arm, which includes the firm's private banking services and Wells Fargo Advisors, is one of the largest in the US wealth managers. It oversees nearly $2 trillion in assets. It is massive. It is massive. It's all coming. It's all coming to Bitcoin. The whole lot. I mean, jeepers. You know, it is massive. Right, sorry about that for anybody who's trying to listen on Twitch. My OBS kept disconnecting and connecting, so sorry about that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the show. Catch you guys later. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.satoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content as it's created. Thanks very much. To get started in Bitcoin, go to freebsv.com, where you can claim your free Bitcoin. Then head over to Twitter and follow @IamSatoshi, where you can take part in his very generous and world famous free giveaways. The future of advertising meets the power of Bitcoin at Tonic Pow. Get paid for posting advertising campaigns to your social media profiles. Go to www.tonicpowads.com.